So you've decided to work for yourself or do freelance work? Before you get going, it may be helpful to know more about work in the gig economy and the tax implications that come with it. What is the gig economy, you ask? The gig economy, also called the sharing economy or the access economy, refers to activities where people earn income providing on-demand work, services, or goods. It is common for the activity to be organized through a digital platform, such as a phone app or a website. Much of the activity in the gig economy involves temporary, flexible jobs. Individuals working in the gig economy are often independent contractors and freelancers instead of full-time employees. Some of these activities can include driving a car for booked rides or making deliveries, renting out property, running errands or completing tasks, selling goods online, and providing creative or professional services. If you find yourself working on one of these digital platforms or businesses, you may be wondering if you have to report income earned for gig work on your tax return. The answer to that question is yes. You must report income earned even if it is from part-time, temporary, or side work, paid in a form other than cash, such as property, goods, or virtual currency, or not reported on an information return form like a Form 1099, W-2, or similar statement. As a gig worker, you may be subject to different filing and payment requirements than you are used to. We will review helpful tax tips related to the following topics to make sure you are prepared to meet your tax filing and payment obligations. Our first tax tip for gig workers includes helpful tips for making estimated tax payments. If you earn money for gig work as an independent contractor, you may have to pay quarterly estimated taxes to the IRS and the NC Department of Revenue. You can avoid penalties and interest by paying enough tax on time. Estimated tax payments are due 4 times a year on the dates listed here on the screen. So how do you make estimated payments? Form NC-40 is used to make a timely quarterly individual income estimated tax payment to the North Carolina Department of Revenue. The department's online filing and payment system allows you to electronically file Form NC-40, Individual Income Estimated Tax. Using this system allows us to process your payments more accurately and efficiently. It's free and secure to use. Estimated taxes can be tough to understand. You may be asking, how do I know how much estimated tax to pay each quarter? Good question. The department provides resources to help you determine those amounts. In the instructions for Form NC-40, a worksheet for computing your NC estimated income tax is provided. If you had gig work income in the previous year, or even if you're just starting out, that information should be helpful when determining your estimated tax in the current year. The department also provides an individual income tax estimator that helps taxpayers estimate their North Carolina individual income tax liability for tax year. The estimator automates many of the calculations involved in figuring how much estimated taxes you should pay. You may also be asking, what do I do if I have another job as an employee and do gig work on the side? If you work as an employee and also do gig work, you may avoid making estimated tax payments on your gig income by having your employee withhold more state tax from your employee paycheck. To do this, use the Form NC-40 worksheet or the Individual Income Tax Estimator to determine the amount of your estimated tax. Complete a new NC-4 or NC-4EZ to increase the amount of tax withheld from your wages. You must give the completed form to your employer. If you do choose to increase the amount withheld instead of making estimated tax payments, you should make sure the balance due on your state income tax return will be less than $1,000 in order to avoid owing interest on the underpayment of estimated tax. Tax tip number 2 will give you some guidelines to help stay tax compliant. As a gig worker, it is important to collect and keep your records and receipts during the year. Record keeping can help you track your income, deduct expenses, and complete your tax return. If you are just starting out as a gig worker, the information provided by the IRS on the Publication 583 page will help you get started with record keeping. Our last tax tip will help you with understanding your filing requirements, as there may be more forms than you are used to. Make sure you review your state and federal filing requirements. We hope this video and resources provide a good starting point to help you understand your tax requirements as a gig worker, and that it sets you down a path for success as you venture into your new gig. Thanks for watching!